What's up, nation? Happy Halloween 2017. Hope all you kiddies got lots of candy. Hope all you adults got lots of candy. And I hope that you're enjoying yourselves responsibly on this Halloween. We are in the VAR household. I'm here with Lyda and Bodie live in the den where we have already been enjoying the Halloween festivities. Bodie dressed up as Superman and pranced around the house. We got plenty of pictures. And Papa's enjoying some Papa drinks. And we're going to play some DCUO and have a good night. So thank you guys if you're joining. If you're not joining, you'll probably be watching us later. I understand there's a lot going on. Lots of fun happening in the real world tonight on this Halloween night. We're going to start from past Halloweens that have happened. Maybe not in your house, maybe not in your town, but they've definitely happened in our house, in our town. Some real life horror stories. We're going to start with the day Papa ran out of Bloody Mary mix. It was a travesty. My drink of choice tonight has been Bloody Marys because I'm feeling vampirish. I've been watching From Dusk Till Dawn, the TV show, all day on Netflix, or all evening on Netflix, and I am ready to continue that throughout the night after we get done with the stream. We're not going to I don't think I'm going to mess with the seasonal, really, because I have no hope of finishing it, and I'm not going to spend real money on it, so, it is what it is. I missed the feat this year. I'll pick it up next year when it comes back around. It's a 1-star feat. I'm not that worried about it. I won't die. I don't think it'll kill me. Lyda didn't get ice. It doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to play the game in 2 months anyway, so what are you going to do? You'll be able to log in on the PS4, though. We can share the PS4. You can still play that way. Yeah, we can keep your membership going if you want to. Kind of seems pointless, though, if you're not going to be able to play. So, there's that. Let's see if my controller's charged up here. My boy Vanguard Superman just reminded me that we've only got 17 days until the Justice League movie comes out, so all awesomeness will ensue there. We'll have tons to talk about. We have been catching up a little bit at a time on DC TV this week. We were able to watch Gotham, and my God, that was the best. Obviously, it's the only live-action version of Solomon Grundy, right? I don't think he's ever been done in live action before. I don't think so, unless it was something that I haven't seen, or maybe some fan fiction or something like that. But we've definitely seen the animated version of Grundy all over the Justice League cartoons. I think he was in the Superman cartoons even. It's hard for me to top the Grundy from the Justice League cartoons because of the whole episode with Hawkgirl where they become friends and all that. But outside of that and that story arc, this is probably my favorite version of Grundy that's happened, and it was on Gotham. I don't think it's any surprise to people at this point that Butch ends up becoming Grundy. And I knew from the very first episode that Butch was going to end up being somebody. I didn't know who. I had hoped that it would be someone awesome, but it ends up being the most awesome person, Solomon Grundy, because Grundy's a guy that you can kind of like, He's not so much a villain as he just doesn't necessarily know who he is, and he's been kind of cursed, if you want to look at it that way. So, but they end up revealing that Butch's actual name was Cyrus Gold, which is Grundy's name. He fits the profile, having been associated with mob crime and whatnot. And so, I mean, I don't know if the guy that plays Butch actually tried to change his voice and sound like Grundy, or if they just did that kind of after the fact. But it was spot on. Spot on. Shadow Dragon, happy Halloween, buddy. Thank you for joining the stream. We're just hanging out, really. It's Halloween night. Not a lot going on as far as our trick-or-treat night here was Thursday, so didn't have to worry about trick or treaters. We got Bodie dressed up and took a bunch of pictures. He had his Superman costume on, and he was running around while we were singing the Superman song. But we're just chilling out, having some Subway, and getting ready to do some stuff in DCUO. I'm getting beckoned into the other room though right now. It was the beckoning. I have to transport some wipes while we're talking. But I'm almost caught up with Legends of Tomorrow. I think I still have one more episode to catch up on. I really like this latest episode a lot more than I did the first of the season, or at least the latest one that I've seen. Flash has been awesome. We caught up with Flash yesterday, and so DC TV is going good for me. I'm really excited about where things are going. I saw a rumor, and I don't know if it's true. Well, a couple of things. One that is true, actually, I saw on Krypton site. So the girl who played Lucy Lane on Smallville, I don't remember the actress's name. She played Lucy Lane on Smallville. She was Captain Cold's sister on Flash. She is getting ready to be on another show. Trying to think of shit. Now I don't remember what show it was. She's getting ready to be on Gotham. She's going to be the newest incarnation of Poison Ivy. Apparently they're replacing the actor playing Poison Ivy again. So this will be the third one, I think. And so she's coming in on Gotham, and actually I think it's going to be a pretty good fit for her. I like her. But Lyda really likes the girl playing Ivy right now, and I do too. So I don't know why they keep replacing her. I know why they replaced her initially. I guess it was because of the age difference. She had to quickly grow up, but this time I'm not so sure why she is. Tom, what's up, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Tom says, I feel empty inside as a gamer. Oh no. Please elaborate. I do not want you to feel empty inside. I do not want you to feel empty. I feel pretty full as a gamer right now because I just downed an entire 12-inch Subway steak and cheese sub. I've got another one waiting for me. Boom shakalaka! I'm like the reverse Jared because I eat 2 subs at a time. I'm like the only person in history, well, maybe not the only person in history, but I'm one of probably the only people that goes to Subway that can gain weight on the food because I just can't. 1 sub is not enough for me. I'm like, man, that's pansy stuff. I gotta have a second. And so I was, of course, because of Halloween, I was doing Bloody Marys because I felt like a vampire. I've actually switched to vodka and water because I felt like I needed to hydrate. So that's how I hydrate. Tomorrow may be a rough day at work. I don't know. But it's worth it because it's Halloween. And this is the best holiday of the year for us. This is our Christmas. This is better than Christmas for us. Devil's Night is like our Christmas Eve. Halloween is like, I woke up this morning with that feeling that most people have on Christmas morning where they wake up and they're like, oh, presents and whatnot. I woke up this morning, I'm ready to hit work hard, get through the day, have a good lunch, get off work, do whatever we got to do, and just party down like it's the weekend because I don't know. It comes around once a year. Normally my thing this time of year had been Matthias Terahamo. How are you doing? I hope I said that right. I'm calling you Matt moving forward. How you doing? So I've had several rituals in my life when it comes to Halloween. In high school I was a huge introvert, and me and my best friend, who we ended up being roommates in college, and still are best friends to this day. Him and I used to get together on every Halloween, and we would watch the Crow movies back to back. And we would also watch From Dusk Till Dawn. And if there was time, we watched Demon Knight. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that or not, but it's a Tales from the Crypt movie with Billy Zane. So we would watch all of those movies, try to every Halloween. And so since then, obviously, we 4 years of high school together, um, 2 to 3 years of college as roommates. He was my roommate when I met my wife, um, and we were all in the same pack of friends together, clear up until we all exited college and went on to our adult lives. So we now live. He still lives back in our hometown, or he moved back after a while. Um, we live a couple hours away from each other, like an hour and a half away from each other. So we don't get together anymore on Halloween, I guess is the point. He's married, got a kid, and we've got Bodie. And so I was feeling nostalgic today, and I was like, I want to watch some of the same stuff that we used to watch, but I didn't. I've seen those movies so many times that it kind of gets boring at some point. And so I've stumbled upon the TV series of From Dusk Till Dawn on Netflix and started watching it. And it's Ramirez who directed the original movie. Quentin Tarantino wrote and starred in the movie. It doesn't have Tarantino in it or affiliated with it. He's not writing it, but Ramirez is directing. And so immediately it's got the same kind of feel. The only thing it's lacking is, and I love Quentin Tarantino's dialogue. It's lacking the Tarantino dialogue, the quick, witty dialogue, or at least it was in the first episode. And by episode 5, I'm feeling at home in this show, and it is phenomenal. And I can't wait to get back to it, honestly, because I got 3 seasons of it to watch, so I'm super excited about it. Mad Rat, thank you for joining the stream, man. How are you doing? And happy Halloween. Tom says, I lost interest in games last couple of days, just not in a mood to even turn on the PC. I can feel you, man. I've been there. It happens. People's, well, see, here's the thing, dude. I'll be quite honest with you. There is a such thing as too much gaming. It can happen to you. The problem happens when you don't have enough else going on, and it's like your focus has been gaming in and out, day in, day out, and it kind of starts to feel like you've got this like treadmill going in your brain. And I've been there. I've gotten to the point where I've made myself super depressed because it's just like tunnel vision. It's a never-ending thing. And then all of a sudden you start having times where when you don't perform well or you don't meet that goal in the game, you get depressed about it in real life. The only thing that I have found to do is just take a step back and take a little bit of a break, a couple of days, clear your head, watch some movies, hang out with some friends, spend some time with family, do something else, and then gradually get back into it. Like, I can't hit DCUO hard like I used to. We used to do it 12, 14 hours a day outside of work. Just that, as soon as we got home until we passed out, sometimes we'd wake up and log in before we'd go to work, and it was just... It's all we did outside of work. And at some point, you just hit a brick wall where if you don't kind of freshen up your mind, it's just a downward spiral. And, I don't want to see anybody else experience that. I hit the wall hard at one point. And now, if I play an hour a day, half hour a day, couple hours on the weekend. Most of my time spent playing now, honestly, is in the stream. So, it's just, you kind of have to just back off and chill a little bit. Find some other stuff to do, I guess, is my advice to you, man. I can feel you. Mad Rat, how you doing, buddy? Tim Drake, happy Halloween, man. Tom said, I just saw the meanest badass and the best roast that I ever saw. That's cool. Was it fried chicken? Or, I'm joking, man. I know what you mean. Who was it? What was it about? Please tell us. We would like to know. I'm going to go ahead and queue up for duos while we're standing here. Because I forgot to tell you guys, when they did the bonus Marks weekend, I got my mask, belt, and chest, and I haven't modded any of them, so I guess I need to go home and mod first. that would be a horrible thing to go and not be modded properly to the duo. To the duo. It got late quick though. I didn't intend to do the stream this late, but stuff just got away from us. We were dressing Bodie up. We dressed him. I'll put a picture on Twitter. We dressed him up in a little Superman costume. He had the cape. He was running around the house. We were singing the Superman music, and he was running around. We dressed up as Monkey like Bibbo. And then he also has a little stuffed Batman that he was running around with. It was hilarious. No, Tom, I do not know what color your wiener is. I don't, unless you're talking about your Dick Grayson. Every color of your mom's lipstick and her butthole. Jeezy Pete's, man. You're violating every orifice. Oh, good for you, buddy. Oh, jeez. The things that we get into. I still have plenty of marks I gotta spend, too. I'll tell you what refreshes me with DC Universe Online every time is playing another game. I started playing Star Trek Online, played it for 2 days. I haven't played it since. It was fun. It was really fun. I just fell off of it. Yes, dear, it's vodka and water.
I was hoping it was just water.
It's delicious. It actually makes water taste like what I always hoped it would taste like, which is not my own slobber. My wife drinks a lot of water, and I'm always like, why? It's like drinking your own spit. There's no flavor to it whatsoever. And now I can get down with putting those little flavor tab things in it, but oh, Tom doesn't have a favorite genre of games. I'll bet if there was a game about violating my mom's orifices, you would be all over that. I may invent such a game for you.
If he lived over here, I'd say
Oh, I can't repeat that.
No, you cannot.
The internet quality apparently is not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. God damn it, Nelsonville TV cable. That's it. I'm not giving you any more money. You people suck. You've ruined my stream. Probably not. So, okay, I got a chest piece. I don't need the leg socket. I think that's the only socket from the vendor thingy that I need. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
And if he was
Oh, it's kind of cool how it only showed me what I was gonna use for a minute there, but I don't like these anymore. I know it's probably the same thing. See, you get 2% damage when it used to be like, didn't it used to be 10%? I don't know. Water is so sweet on Sunday morning after a crazy party on Saturday. Well, maybe that's true. I don't know. I actually went for a very long stint in my life where the only thing I used water for was brushing my teeth, and that was questionable. I would only put Mountain Dew in my body.
and
Oh yeah, and showering, of course, showering. But if I could shower in Mountain Dew, I would. God, that would be awesome. You know, can you imagine how soft my skin would be? How sweet I would smell? I wouldn't be able to keep the chicks off me.
You weren't.
I know I wasn't. I sweat pure Mountain Dew. I'd fling it in their face. Be like, smell it. It's Mountain Dew. That's like high karate in the trailer park. Mountain Dew sweat. Is high karate still a thing?
What the heck is
Oh, come on, seriously? Used to be a very nice perfume, I thought, for dudes.
Only for
I guess now it'd be like Tommy
though
Hilfiger.
that would be nice for dudes is Giorgio Armani.
Stetson.
No.
Giorgio Armani.
Or
She doesn't think Stetson's a good
or
perfume for
Calvin
dudes.
Klein.
Calvin Klein. It's like the Calvin Klein of the trailer park. Just douse yourself with a little
Or
Mountain
Tommy
Dew.
Hilfiger. Either three of those.
Or Tommy Hilfiger. I don't want to smell like an old rich guy. Well, maybe I do. Well, I guess that's kind of good, isn't it? That's how you attract the ladies. Smell like an old rich guy. Yeah. I prefer Aspen. That's my favorite.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What do you mean? That's what I wore when we got together. You used to tell me I smelled so good. Damn, she used to lie to me a lot. How many other lies were you telling me?
No, I liked it when you sweated, honey.
Whatever. Where's my missions? I'm gonna go do some duties.
I would get my dad's cologne and spray it.
That's disturbing right there.
It's Giorgio
Your
Armani.
favorite male cologne is your dad's cologne. There's something seriously wrong with that statement.
It was Giorgio
It
Armani.
was
Okay? You can't go wrong with that.
Giorgio.
Armani.
Isn't that a kind of suit?
Yeah.
Oop, look. I sold my marked buckled boots. $10,000. Isn't that some shit right there? When I was looking for them back before I got them, a couple years ago, they were like 10 million. But it was a much rarer drop probably back then. And they were like, "Oh, everybody's complaining about not getting stuff. We're gonna make things drop." Oh shit! I got my boots on.
Before they get any crazy ideas.
We gotta get boots on. So we were gonna tell horror stories tonight on the stream, and crap! I'm in my costume. I forgot all about it. Why am I not changing? And I'm not in there. Oh, well, that doesn't make any sense. There's that. There's that. Alright. Gotta get my game face on. Change my freaking build, for God's sakes. What's the problem? I'm not transformed! You son of a bitch! There we go. Alright. Had some lag. Wait, that sad moment when Tom says that sad moment when I realized that I need to work for only 3 months so I can move finally. Why is that sad? Shouldn't that be a happy moment? You're finally gonna move? Or do you not want to move? Is it gonna be sad to move? Might be scary, I don't know. You said you have friends there. Tom's moving to Ireland, everybody. I know we've talked about that before, but if there's anybody on the stream that hasn't been part of that discussion, that's what we're talking about. 3 months, man. And you're out the dough. You're out the dizzy. You're making the fat kizash. I'm gonna die. Righty's gonna kill me. That's who I kind of thought Butch was. Oh, yeah. I feel you, man. Just grin and bear it for a few more months, buddy, and you'll be out. It's the best thing you can do. Bane. I will kill you, Rockvar. That's what he's saying. And you're never coming back. I don't blame you. Come over here, Bane. Come on down. Come on down to Ground Pound Town.
With Ace chemicals no longer under their control, we can get back to accelerating an end to this war.
Or decorative signs. I don't think I'm ever gonna get the man bat trinket. It's confusing sometimes when I go into the raid though, because there will be people in there using the trinkets, and there's that part where you're fighting all the man bats, and I end up thinking like I'm trying to target my teammates. Oh, Bird Brain is totally robbing this place. Eventually I get... Ooh, we got a Promethean box. Need to get that. I finished the Bloodbat thing the other day, which is awesome. Get a vault ticket. I don't really want it. I really don't want any of this stuff, so I guess I'll take the vault ticket. Oh, we gotta go to Typhon's Monster Invasion real quick. I have still using my or still at my max on marks. I need to buy one of those Olympian transfer things. I refuse to remake my mods. I'm just gonna keep transferring them as long as I can. Shadow says the Joker clown backup is confusing too. Yes, it is. It is very confusing. Speaking of Joker stuff, is this still in my inventory? I got the Joker ball. The Joker bouncy ball. Woo! And I was kind of pissed because you know how the beach ball, there was that glitch where you could just keep throwing it out over and over again. I wanted to be able to do that, but the bouncy ball does not work that way. It's a one-time thing. And look how long it takes to come off cooldown. It's like that ball lasts for 15 years, man.
The gods of Olympus sent me to the mortal
Joker's
world
got
with
one purple
rewards
ball.
for those who prove themselves worthy.
I just realized that. But it's a pretty big one, so it's probably all he would ever need. It's because of Harley's huge hammer. She's... Where is that? Ooh, Olympian mod removal kit. Boom shakalaka. I think I only need one, because it's on my belt. And why is that still? Oh, my orbit. Oh, yeah. Forgot. I gotta replace my ball. I've replaced my ball with an orbital strike. Alright, back to the base. Or let's queue for the duo at the same time. Walking Dead was awesome this week. I don't know if you guys caught the episode on Sunday, or if we talked about that already. I'm very much enjoying the war that's going on. Shadow says, the vault ticket is the way to go. Save it for artifacts tomorrow. What?
This intel came from Talia's sources.
Artifacts
the
tomorrow?
Riddler's gang has taken control of Ace Chemicals and is digging in. Find out who's leading
Do
this
you
charge
know
and
something
take
I
them
don't
out.
know?
This is Amanda Waller. Task Force X is taking control of this situation. I'm sending in the Suicide Squad to assist you. I assure you that
New
those
God of
mercenaries
War.
will comply.
I don't know. I haven't played the original one. I remember thinking I was going to like it, and then I never ended up playing it. You have to remember, I've had tunnel vision for several years now. I still haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5. Peter Parker, what's up, man? How you doing? We missed you. I gotta go see the Justice League movie on, Oh, Artifacts are going live tomorrow. Sweet! Awesome, awesome. Thank you for reminding us. Or me, or whoever. Mostly me, because other people probably have paid attention. I completely forgot about that. Awesome. So I have something to live for yet again. I was just thinking today, like, kind of bored. Damn it, Query. Get off my sack. What was that? Why did that only heal me, like... What's going on there? Man, bad serum round 2. I'm gonna have a bunch of those. I'm gonna make a whole room dedicated to it. I need to redo one of my bases altogether. I'm gonna redo Lyda's castle. Lyda, your castle's going down. Yeah. I'm taking apart your castle. I'm gonna make it a man-bat serum place. It's gonna be the man-bat cave. Oh, you missed us too. Well, thank you, Peter Parker.
Tremble!
I still do it. I'm not buying you an ISIS. There's no freaking way. No freaking way. It would cost $10 for your ISIS. I'll buy you an ASIS. I can't hear you. You're in the other room and I have headphones on. I know what you're talking about. It's $10 on broker. I mean on the marketplace. Can you buy it on broker? I don't know that that's possible. People are selling it? Must cost a lot.
With Ace Chemicals no longer under their control,
Ace is the
we can
place.
get back to accelerating an end to this war.
Well, Peter Parker asked, do I know what? I don't know what. Are you going to say chicken butt? I might know that. I know very much about chickens, the fried kind.
I know you know a little bit about monkey butt.
Seriously? Is that what he was going to say that? That's cool. Nice. We're best friends, Peter Parker. He just called us geniuses. Do you mean that like sarcastically? I've been called a window licker before. My son actually licked a window yesterday. I was outside, I looked over at the screen door. We got the glass part down over the screen now. And he licked it. It was really cute. Sweet. I'm glad I knew something. It's one of my favorite jokes, actually. Or say, you know what? What? Oh. Yeah. The first time I ever heard that was from a friend of mine at work. And he's like, he walked up to us, he's like, what are you window lickers doing? And I was like, what the hell is a window licker? And he explained it to me. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Your mom licks windows? Is that what you're saying? Oh, your mom has a window licker child? Are you talking about yourself or a sibling? Now why? Let's check out my... There's no reason why this Orbital Strike should have been that shitty. Explain this to me too, and I'm pretty sure there's only one person that can explain it to me, but I'm gonna ask the group. Why does the... Oh, I was talking about the supply drop. Why does the Orbital Strike work half-assedly sometimes? Is it based on... Is the power on it based on distance from your target? Or power in on your power bar? ISIS is tradable. Thank you, Shadow. I should have traded you mine, honey, because I don't really want it anymore. You can come over to my base and kick it every once in a while if you want to. Because MEP said so. I don't know, but it's kind of weird. What? MEPs is a super nice guy. Seriously. I don't know him at all. But I don't ever say anything bad about MEPs. Never. Because you don't bite the hand that feeds you. He hates Gotham. I'm not a big fan of Gotham, to be honest with you myself. But, I don't know. No, MEPs is a good guy, I think. I'm not going to vouch for him personally because I don't know him at all. But, I enjoy him. But I know that he can be a dick every once in a while. One of my very first experiences with MEPs was MEPs being a dick, and that's kind of why I started liking him. I was watching a stream. It was one of the very first live streams that I watched as a player. Well, as a person. I don't know why I felt the need to throw in as a player. I never watched any live streams before I was a player. But, so it was like one of the very first live streams I watched, and he was talking, it was when Spittle was on with him, and he was talking about loot, and people were bitching about loot drops in the chat, and they were complaining about, you know, loot doesn't drop enough and blah blah blah, and it was so funny because he got steamed, and he looked right at the camera, and he was like, you know what? There's two different kinds of drops you can get. You can get the kind of drops you're getting, or not at all. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, he had been sitting there watching the chat for so long, just getting to the point where he just about boiled over. And I was like, that's cool, because, like, you know, they're human too. They can only stand so much complaining. And really, like, that first 4 years that they did the streams together, really all they got was complaining. It was like they got harassed every time they went on a stream. It's only gotten, like, in the past couple of years has it seemed to get to where people, like, watch the streams and like go back and forth with them and are jovial and seem to have a good time. For a little while it was like every time they freaking started to scream, it was just like, hate, 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 hate. And everybody's just throwing fucking hate bombs at the devs. And thank God the community changed up a lot after the... And I'm not to be a dick. I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just an observation. But it seems like the community chilled out a lot after PvP kind of phased out a little bit. It would seem like there was a crowd of just hate-mongering PvPers for a long time. And I don't know. Maybe it still is. Maybe it's just me. But that was kind of my take on that. Because the PvP, when they would do the PvP-focused streams, it was like shit would get out of hand in the chat, like, real fast. People are, you know... Just, you know, throwing some hate bombs out there. Anyway, Tom's going to bed, man. Sorry, buddy. I know you are. It's the wee hours where you are. So thank you for joining the stream, buddy. Hope tomorrow's better for you. And, you know, we'll be back on again, actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow's regular stream day, so I'll try to see you tomorrow night, man. All the crises are in Gotham. That is true. Gang war, Typhon invasion, and the places you get the Prodigy cheat. Cheat? Huh? DCUO's Peter Park. Yes, you can tell me a joke. I'm going to wait, actually, until you do. I'm giving you the stage right now. Spit it out already. We're waiting. I'm joking with you. Let's queue for the 4-player while we're waiting for a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, DCUO's Peter Parker with a joke. Are you going to say my wiener? Because that one's already been told on this stream. Ah, it has a bad... Okay, that makes sense, Shadow. Shadow says only does damage when it's boosted, which it would be in this scenario. And a direct hit, really. It has a bad hit percentage. I see. That, I understand. See, I was just assuming that every time you hit the damn thing, it would just do its, you know, one kind of damage. I didn't realize that it would depend on variables. I should have figured that because everything in the game kind of depends on variables, which is what I like about it. What walks down the street and has got holes? Damn it, Shadow. Why did you have to tell me that? Now I'm nervous. Like that's hilarious because it's not hilarious because it's seriously I'm locking up because the thought of MEPs watching my stream would make me nervous. If I knew he actually watched it, I would probably be like this the rest of the stream. Because like that's the one person that I would get starstruck. I would seriously be like, holy shit. But I know they probably do because they want to make sure that, you know, they're not promoting craziness if they do a retweet or something like that. So, which I think I've, at this point, probably gone beyond help with just because of the language and stuff. But that's all right. It's an adult show. What? Oh. Oh. Yeah, you better apologize to MEPs, Peter Parker. Right now. What would be messed up is if MEPs actually said something in chat right now. If the next chat was DCUO and MEPs was like, apology not accepted, Peter Parker and your band. Oh, Peter Parker's really a nice guy. This is all in fun and games. I get it, man. That's harsh. That's why I was going, oh. Yeah, so the joke was, what walks down the street and has got holes? Batman's parents. Oh, that's harsh, dude. I think Batman just shed a tear. And Batman doesn't cry. You've heard the saying, big boys don't cry. Well, it's actually Batman doesn't cry. I think they should take every Chuck Norris joke and make it about Batman. I think that would be funny. I'm pretty sure whoever does the Chuck Norris jokes probably has those things patented, though, at this point. But it would be funny because it's like, he says Batman can kiss his behind. You wouldn't be saying that to Batman's face. I'll tell you that right now. You get a karate chop to the head. Bat Bodie wants to tell us.
Someone has definitely set
Yeah,
off the alarms
he
here.
agrees with us.
Security cams show
Batman.
nothing out of the ordinary
Batman
further
is the
in.
real deal.
Visual feed from the lobby area is
He's got a
offline.
Batman
Be careful,
that
you're
talks
going
to
in
him.
blind as-
It tells him, remember your training. It also says, I don't need
Source
Robin
of that
anymore.
gas,
Robin's a
shut it
little
off.
bitch. I've got
Whatever it
Bodie.
is, it's toxic.
Batman really says that.
I hear
There is nothing to do and move on.
Peter Parker's on a roll tonight, man. You've offended MEPs and my wife.
He would use this as
Yeah.
an opportunity to take down Gotham City. He is a
And
villain.
Batman's
He must
parents.
be stopped.
Holy shit. Doesn't get anywhere. You don't want Batman. You don't want vengeance himself to want to get
Maniac
vengeance
is
on you.
right.
That's just a
We've got
bad
stop
place
the
to
League
be,
of
man.
Assassins right here, right now.
Somewhere right now, Batman's in his Batman pajamas being like, I'll get you. No, Batman wears Superman pajamas. I'll bet you didn't know that, did you? He does. And Superman doesn't wear pajamas because he doesn't need them. He doesn't sleep. Just flies around saving people. He actually is always wearing his pajamas. You don't really know that, but that's what the suit is. It's his Kryptonian PJs. The one thing that I'm upset about, and I'll be upset about it until I go to my grave, actually, I blame my wife for this. My son's first official Halloween costume, he dressed up like Superman last Halloween too, except for it was a onesie. He was super baby. We took pictures of him in the crib with wrapped in a Superman cape with his Superman onesie on. And his hair was actually dark then, so it looked like Clark Kent. His hair's blonde now, but or it's kind of reddish blonde. But
Try to avoid the security alarms
the
when you can,
outfit that he
and
had
manually
this year,
shut them down when you can't.
no trunks. She bought it 5 years ago for $2, and it was, you know, when the new 52 was just fresh. And when she brought it home, I told her, no son of mine will wear a Superman costume without the trunks. And I totally didn't even remember until I had already taken the pictures and stuff. I was like, wait a minute, there's no trunks on this suit.
This is odd.
What the hell have you
Clearly,
done,
there were
woman?
automated defenses engaged in the lobby, but the
I want a
cameras were
divorce.
knocked out and the doors sealed. I think the League has somehow taken control
And
over
when-
warehouse defenses.
And when we go to court and the judge is like, why do you want a divorce? I'm going to be like, she dressed my son in a Superman costume with no trunks. And he's going to be like, you, sir, get full custody. He's going to be like, no fit parent in their right mind would put a child in a Superman costume with no red trunks. Makes no sense. It's complete and utter bullshit. Daredevil. Daredevil's a badass.
More time is needed to obtain the key.
I dig Daredevil. Of course, he's like the Marvel Universe's Batman, so only he's blind. So imagine that. He's kind of more of a badass than Batman. I don't know what that is. Trunkless. I know. She just doesn't understand the value of red trunks. Go ahead. Speak, you know, tell your side of the story to the judge. She's gonna blame it on me. That's her story. Her excuse is that it's my fault because I was supposed to buy the red trunks separately. Where do you get red trunks by themselves? Like the store for circus strongmen?
Shielding.
Red trunks lives matter. Spread the word. They do. cause I can get behind right there. Ooh, look at that guy.
He will not be telling you
He's
any
green.
more
That go over
information.
diapers,
my
like if they
pets.
have accidents. That
Now
go
it's
over
just
No.
you and me. Oh, and
They have bloomers that
Mr.
go over
Wayne's
diapers.
overpriced
Aren't bloomers for
security.
girls?
them. They're not. I say bloomers.
Checkmate.
but
You just did say bloomers.
Yeah.
I'm
This
not
part of the
putting
game is
bloomers on my son.
It's not
Now it is time for me
bloomers,
to take
it's
the
like
castle.
little underwear.
Goodbye.
They're
that-
trunks when they're on boys. I don't care what they are.
Okay, little trunks
Authorized.
that go over
Power dampening
diapers
grenades.
to make sure
Online.
they don't pee on
Stun
them.
setting.
They're red.
It's 10. What the hell, Peter Parker? How are you going to protect New York if you're going to bed at 10? What time zone are you in? Are you in Central Time? It's 11 here. Anyway, I'm just razzing on you, brother. Thank you for joining us so far. I realize you got to go to bed. You suck at getting up. We suck at getting up, too. I don't have to get up until later because I work on Central Time and I live on Eastern Time. So my mornings are pretty much the bomb. I start work at 9:30, but it's 8:30 for the company I work for. So gotta love that. That's Tony Stark's job after 9. Nice. Nice, buddy. Well, hope you get a good night's sleep. And hopefully Batman doesn't visit you in the middle of the night over that parent comment. Hopefully MEPs doesn't sneak through your window and beat you down. But I don't think he rolls that way. Plus, he's in Texas, so I don't think you got to worry about it. It's too hot there to really get too pissed.
Reactivated. Shields overloaded. Recharging.
I just ran out of I just flat ran out of things to say.
Shields reactivated. Shields overloaded.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you hanging out with us as always. And we'll be back tomorrow, so if you want to hang out, I say this every time, but I mean it this time. I will try to do an earlier stream tomorrow. I really want to, actually. Just blame it on the autocorrect or something. That's what I do. I blame the technology. I'm actually a terrific speller, but my keyboard's a piece of shit.
Shields overloaded. Recharging.
Aha!
I told you not to engage. But you're safe.
Engage.
Now let's see what she was up to.
Well, Captain Kirk said something different. We listened to the captain.
Damn. I know why she came here and I know where she's headed next. Look, I need your help with this, but I can't reveal the location of the Batcave. You'll
Come
have
in
to
here with
trust me.
One-Eyed Willie.
This next part might be uncomfortable.
He blames MEPs. You blame MEPs for your spelling, for making a game that you spent too much time on to use your thumbs correctly. I'm not joking. I had
Activating
oh geez, what do you call it? Calluses for a while when I first started playing the game because I used to
Talia's
grip my
taken over the
controller too
Batcave
tight.
security protocols. Follow my
I've learned to
lead.
loosen my grip. I learned the proper gripping procedures out of necessity because I got tired of having calluses on my middle fingers. Hey, I have a tank that I'm... There we go. He's no Shadow Dragon, but he's doing alright.
Diverting power to interior security devices. Security device upgrade in progress.
Let's see if I can remember to hold block at the right times in here. It's kind of what this fight boils down to. It's like, when I see the skull, I gotta block. There's really only one time that's absolutely necessary, but I'm not good at figuring out when that time is. There's actually a vocal tell, I'm pretty sure. But, I'm not good at paying the attention, so I just wait for the skull and then block.
Anti-personnel turret offline. Redirecting protocols. Begin cycling on 3, 2, 1.
Cover me.
I'll tell you this.
Initiated the
Well,
override protocol,
no.
but my code needs time to lock the turret down. Keep these jerks off me while I finish.
I'll let it go.
Online. New protocols secure. Engage foreign entities.
That did it.
I mean
This
it in a
turret
good
won't be
way.
bothering us anymore.
I don't know how it would be taken, but I mean it in a good way. I mean it as a compliment. I feel like the guy that plays the Riddler on Gotham could be MEP's brother in real life. Or it could be MEP's. I swear to God, every time I see him, I'm like, the resemblance is uncanny.
Cover me. I've initiated the
The
override protocol,
Shadow
but my
says
code
the
needs
Man
time to
Bat
lock the turret down.
himself
Keep
has
these jerks off
two
me while I
skulls
finish
that
this.
alternate, a cone and a 360. Other than that, the gas and orbitals can also kill you. Lots of one-shots in there. That is true.
New protocols.
I think it's the 360 that I try to avoid the most. Because, you know, the other one's directional, so it's normally aimed at the tank, but... and I try to stay out of his face. But the 360 will get me quite often. And sometimes, like, you've got a healer that just will pop your heals at the right time, it seems like, or something. It doesn't really affect you that much, but I don't like to put the heat on the healer. I like to be like, or I try not to. I might be doing it and not realize it, but I have the best of intentions. My intention is to make the healer's life easier. Whether that's actually happening or not, I couldn't tell you, but...
This ends here and now, Talia. Step away from the bat computer, and I promise I won't break all of your bones.
Oh, my sweet, sweet bat boy. Always in the shadow of your
Yeah, this
I
fight can be
expected to
very
soar now
pleasant.
that my beloved is
Soloable. Wow.
That you seem
Hot
to be
damn, dog.
squeak and no bite.
I can see that, though. I mean, you got to be good at what you're
I
doing.
mean, real.
But,
I will show you what kind of bat I make. Literally. Oh, Dr. Langstrom, be a dear and show these children who now
but it is a
rules
fun
the
fight. I'll give it
night
that.
in
I
Gotham.
really enjoy this boss.
Well, here's your twist. Let's take
Oh, no,
out
you
Us.
don't, Dark
This
and
isn't the
ugly.
Man-Bat Cave.
Yes, it is the Man-Bat Cave. You shut your mouth.
Be careful of those bats.
Ugh.
He's controlling them. Cover your ears. That sonar stream is through.
Oh, see there? She just said it. She tells you to cover your ears. I wonder if she does that every time. I don't know. Try to pay attention and see. Nope. Not that time. Over here, bat. You ugly son of a gun. I'll bet his toenails are out of control. You really need to tweeze. You know what kind of pisses me off about the raid is that when, you know, I think it's the last fight. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I think it is. Where sometimes you get turned into the Man-Bat. That son of a bitch uses your supercharge. Like almost every time. If you have a supercharged build-up, they will use it. And it pisses me off because I try to save it for the last little bit of health that the boss has. And like every time it's like, God damn it. But it's fun. I think they did a really good... shit, I didn't pay attention that time. I think they did do a really good job in this episode of balancing, like, difficulty with fun. It's like, if it's too difficult that you can't get through it, it's just not fun. To me, anyway. But if it's gonna be something where you gotta play the right, you know, you gotta do the right stuff, but you can get through it. To me, that's fun. Like, alright, sucker. I'm building mountains for your ass.
Sorry, Dr. Langstrom. This is for
Oh,
your
yeah.
own good. What's this in his pocket?
Too bad
A
she's
voice
banging the
recorder?
question.
Whoever gets this message,
Isn't that the
please
one?
help. I'm a scientist being forced to work on a serum that transforms subjects into these bat creatures. The League of Assassins kidnapped my wife and forced me to weaponize the formula.
Well,
I'm being
I guess
held as a-
you have to look at that
They're coming. You have to...
one of two
There's something
ways.
else.
You know,
In
good
the
or
background
bad. They
noise of the
kidnapped your
recording.
wife.
Give me a moment to
Did she
isolate the
put trunks
frequency.
on your
Riddle
firstborn
me this,
child or
riddle
not?
me that. Where can one find Gotham's brand new bats?
See, Bodhi's asleep.
course,
Lida's
the
in the other
Gotham Zoo
room.
has a new
She can hear me,
nocturnal
but she
animal
can't
exhibit.
react.
Gee, thanks,
This is
good
my
Lord, for this saved
time.
me a nanosecond of detective
Shadow
work.
says, yeah, I hate that
Let's
about
get to the zoo and
the
end this
raid.
game once and for
You have
all.
to blow
I
your
have a strong
supercharged
suspicion that we'll
dart
find
so
more
he
than
doesn't
just
waste it
bats.
for you. That's a good idea.
Repairing damaged backup drives.
That's actually
Rerouting
a
security
really good
signal
idea.
flow.
Would make sense. Just use it as soon as you go in there. You're still using it, so you're still getting the effect, and you're not giving him the opportunity to jib you out of it. I don't like jibbing. I don't like being jibbed. At all. Oop, hey. Ackborn is dancing. She's on the city council. Listen, we have a pothole on our road that is driving me insane. If you guys could look into that and quit your dancing, seriously, what do I have to do to get you to pay attention to me? I've written letters. I come to city council meetings. I've even called the hotline. I'm about to go fill the motherfucker myself. How about that? No response. Just like in real life. Legendary Superman. Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining the stream. He says, hey, Var, do you know the Rage loadout, DPS, and tank? I do not right off the top of my head, man.
He's got a lead on the source of this chaos. He said
I do
something
not.
about a
I believe I
magical
got mine from
imposter
OG
and
Mentor.
childish revenge. Boy,
The one that I
guy can be
used.
cryptic. Anyway, I've
Either
added
that
the
or
location to the
Codextra
on-duty
Performance.
tab of your
Those are the
communicator.
two channels
I'll
I
meet
go
you at
to
the
for
Midnight
loadouts.
Masquerade nightclub.
So yeah, man, I'm sorry. I wish I could help you out on that, but I don't. Off the top of my head, I have no clue what to tell you, because whatever I'm gonna tell you is probably not gonna be great. So, but anyway, I do have to wrap it up. It's time for me to start being quiet in the house. Bodhi's asleep, and I don't want to screw that up. So thank you guys for joining me. Happy Halloween to everybody. Hope you had fun. I definitely did. Before we end the stream, please go up and give it a like. The video will be up on YouTube in about an hour. If you would go back, give it a share and like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We don't have any new subs to shout out this time, but that's cool. If you do sub at any point, we give you a shout out in the next stream. So after you've subbed. So, thank you to Legendary Superman, Shadow Dragon, thanks for joining the stream, my man. DCUO's Peter Parker for hanging out with us here. We had Tom in the stream. We had, let's just go back through, which is what I'm doing. Mathis Terahamo, Matt was in the stream. Mad Rat was in the stream. Thank you guys for joining the chat. Hope you all had as good a time as I did. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm going to try to come on earlier in the evening around, I don't know, 8 o'clock-ish. I don't get off work until 7 Eastern, so maybe even 7:30 Eastern. Just depends. But I'll try to see you guys then. Until then, for Light and Bodhi, this is Rock Var saying play on. And happy Halloween.